Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amri Nukman bin Nasaruddin, and my group title is Self-Defense Registration. So today our group will present about our group project proposal. Okay, I will start with introduction, which is the main purpose of the project is to develop a system that can help is the registration project. And then the project is about self-defense class registration, and the system that we create will help to know the fees, venue and price. Also than that, self-defense is a way to defend yourself from harm, and many schools use a combination of arts techniques to provide more practical self-defense. Next, I will present about objective. So the objectives of this project is to count the number of registration who register the self-defense, also to sum the number of registration, and lastly the objective is to find the highest and the lowest category. My name is Muhammad Amri Nukman bin Nasaruddin. So this is my part, which is switch statement for our mini project for CSC128. So it is switch statement that okay, the first one, the program will ask you to purchase your uniform. So this is yes or no, which is two options that you need to choose. So if you type Y for yes, they will show you a uniform table for Silat, Taekwondo and Muay Thai. And then the program will ask you to enter the code, category code again. So if you type SLT77, it will show you Silat uniform table. However, if you type else if you type TWD77 for Taekwondo, the program will show you a Taekwondo uniform table. And then for this part, case N, okay, if you enter N, either capital or small, the system will show thank you, because N is for no and there is no other payment. And then this is the default, which is mean if you enter other than Y and N or yes or no, there is invalid code. Okay, that is for switch statement. And then for this is the programming for final output, which is this is a final receipt that shown at after we run our program. So the output include total amount of kids, total amount of adults, highest registered, and the total price. So that's all from my part, or our work, or my work. Thank you. Yeah, I'm here to continue to present about screen layout for this program. Okay. So the first one is the program is test with valid input. So for test one, I enter the input male in capital letter, also age, and the program will define, because I put a correct input. So the next one is this is for test 2 about valid input. So I put the correct code SLT87 with capital letter, and Y for yes, and the program will define. And then this is the final output, which is the final receipt. Total amount of kids 0, total amount of adults 1, highest register is adult, and the total price is shown 100 ringgit Malaysia, because I put the correct input. And then the second one is the program also test with invalid input. So the first one is I enter the code SLT87 in small letter. As we can see that the program said it is invalid category code, and after that I put also a small letter for SLT87, and it also invalid category code. So the next, this is the final output, which is as we can see here, total amount of kids 0, total amount of adult 0, highest register is none, and total price is 0. This is because the program will not define, because I enter the wrong input and incorrect code, which is I put a small letter, so the program will not define that. That's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. As we know, our group already done with our mini project for CSC128. So I'm here to continue about demonstrate how our program work. Okay, the first one is this is the programming that we create together, and as you can see, this is the program. So I scroll it slowly, you can see the program. Okay, to use it, I will click compile and run. The first one is this is the output after we compile and run. So welcome to Aragon Self-Defense Academy. Fight for our country. The first one, he will ask you to enter your gender. So I will type male, enter. Okay. You should put your age 19, enter again, and this is the result, which is registration table for adult. After that, he asks you to choose your category. Let's say I will choose silat, so the code is SLT 87. You click enter. Okay, this is the fee table for silat, and include the day, time, venue, and also free gift. Okay, after that he asks you to purchase our uniform, so I will type Y for yes, enter. For reminder, all the code will use a capital letter. If not a capital letter, it will the invalid code. So this is the uniform table. also the price, also the size. So you can choose. He asks you to enter again the category code, which is SILAT SLT X7. Click enter. Okay, this is the uniform for SILAT, and you just enter the size. Let's say I'll take XL, so I click enter. Okay, and then he asks you how many piece that you want to buy. So let's say I will take 2 and enter. Okay, thank you for purchase uniform at our academy. And if you want to register for another person, you can type 1 to continue. If you has finished register, you can type 0 for the stop. So I want to stop, I will type 0 and enter. After we type 0 for stop, so this is the final output, which is final receipt that we can read it. So Aragon registration receipt, it shows us the total amount of kids, total amount of adults, highest registered, and the total price. So you can check the total price on this receipt. That's all from me. Thank you.